So this is Diego coming at you. Um, One of the few things that I would like to talk about is my experience with nails and some of the materials that go along with it. Um, First of all, you can use natural or artificial nails. Um, and the reason for that is because when you use natural nails, you definitely get more pure, more cleaner sounding uh, pluck out of your strings compared to artificial nails where you're going to get a little bit more clackety clack over the string. Um, and so I'll explain to that in a little bit here. Um, First of all, this is sandpaper I got. That's right. 600 grit sandpaper. And basically, I can file my nails with this type of grit, which is 600. You can go up to 1,000, but I wouldn't go no more less, no more uh, greater. No greater, no less. 600 to 1,000 grit. And basically, the reason for that is you don't want to scratch your nail terribly by using a really strong grit. You don't want to scratch your nail too fine by not filing at all because it's that fine. It's almost like you're just filing over plastic. But the edges of your nail, so each nail has edges to it that grow. I'm not talking the middle of the nail, I'm talking each side of the nail. So the right side and the left side, there are edges that start to grow out if you let your natural nails grow. And so the only way to get rid of them is obviously by filing. And so you'll just, file and get the edges out so you got a nice curvy looking nail. You can see here, these nails are curvy and they are very smoothed out so that there's no bumps or anything. This is how long I like to keep my nails. So that's about, this one's probably an half an inch almost out of the skin. But yeah, if you can see that, that's my preference. So you got the edges that you got to worry about. So if you take those out, you just file till it's nice and round, basically. But some people prefer really short nails. Some people prefer really long. I'm kind of in between because I'm not going for the fastest picado on earth, to be honest. I mean, that's just something you could do mainly if you had really short nails. Because when you got really short nails, your attack speed can increase because you don't have to worry about the nail being too long to press down on the strings. So if you want to build up speed, you want to be really fast, plucky picado player, you could file your nails short and just really become really good at scales. But, once you start becoming more advanced, you might be more interested in a medium-sized length, which is what I just showed you. And then, of course, you can do really long nail lengths if you're doing something just classical that might be arpeggiated, might be very clean sounding, uh, almost like an oud or something, where um, the strings are really high tension, or just it could be for a reason, but I've done that before and I didn't like it too much. But yeah, so this is the sandpaper you want to use to file your length. So that's 600 to 1,000 grit. That's what I use. You just gotta, you can fold it in half if you want, and just scratch it so that the edges go away. That's the main thing with naturals. So you can find this at what? Menards or Ace hardware stores, unless you want to order it online or something. Okay, the other thing that I have is myrrh. And myrrh is an extraction of a plant. And it's spelled Myrrh. Myrrh. You might be able to find it at a local herbal store. Or you can find it maybe online. It's actually pretty cool. It will help the nail grow. Natural nail, of course, not artificial. And so you buy the oil. This is an oil that you can get. So don't go and get the Herb Farm dropper tincture that's mixed with alcohol. You don't want that. Or ethanol. It's ethanol. Same thing. You don't want that. So don't get the Herb Farm one. You want the oil-based one. So you probably have to either order it online or go to an herbal store that carries myrrh oil. But all you got to do once you get it, so this is myrrh oil, Myrrh, and you just put some on the cuticle part of your nail. So you don't put it up at the tip, okay? That's not gonna grow. The nail grows down at the bottom. So you put a little bit of myrrh on the bottom part where the skin and the nail start to grow out. And you put a few little dabs there, and you just rub it in with your finger. And you do the same thing to this finger, do the same thing to this finger, and do the same thing to this one. And just rub the myrrh in on the skin and nail cuticle part. And after about a week, you'll notice stronger nails that grow faster and have more durability, that will help you play guitar and pluck or press down, push the nail down onto the string. So yeah, myrrh is pretty miracle of a plant. I would recommend getting that too. So just make sure you put it on the cuticle part, not the tip. Don't put it on the top. Nothing grows there. The plant can help increase nail growth by the matrix of the nail down at the bottom. So you just rub a little bit of oil down there. So that's myrrh. You can use nail polish to strengthen your nails at the tips halfway down, or you can use nail glue. This is some stuff I bought at Walgreens. It's called Kiss. Nail glue is basically just as good as nail polish. I wouldn't say there's too much of a difference. Maybe maybe the nail glue takes a little bit longer to dry. But, don't overly put on nail polish, nail glue. They're not super important. You can play without them. But if you do, you don't have to cover the whole nail because you want a little bit of oxygen to breathe. So just cover about halfway up. So just paint one little coating, not two, not three, a really small coating there over the nail. And only halfway to the tip. Okay, a nice clean one layer, maybe two at the most, and you'll get a little stronger durability, flexibility out of it that might help if you're really strumming a lot or doing rasgueado stuff. That's one of the things that you might want to do if you're going to be strumming over the guitar a lot. You might get a little extra protection. You can use this stuff too. This is Burt's Beeswax. It's got a bunch of basically oils and seed butter and wax stuff. You can read the ingredients. You can buy the stuff at Walgreens. It's called Burt's Bees lemon butter cuticle cream, and basically, when you're trying to just keep the nail healthy, you can put a little bit of this on, but be really careful because it might cause the nail to chip. So usually I use it when my nails are broken and I'm waiting for them to grow back. So if that happens, you can put this on along with the myrrh, which I just talked about. Using that will grow the nails back too. Because if you break your natural nail, what are you gonna do? Well, you can use artificial nails. Artificial nails, you can buy them at Walgreens too. They just come in a box, plastic box, and you basically just take them out, find which one works for the finger because there's different variations, and then just put the nail on. And you want to glue over it. So when you glue the nail on, you're gonna find out that the nail is too long over the other nail, because you got a fake nail over your real nail. And so don't put it, too far up. So you got it way up here. You want it about halfway. And then you're going to glue that on with the glue I just showed you. This stuff, the Kiss. This is nail glue. You buy it at Walgreens along with the artificial nails. Or other places that carry them. And it'll harden. You just put it over your other nail. It'll harden. And then you got to file them down again. And basically, voila, you got a nail. But, that's in certain cases. Sometimes I've used that. But really, you want to focus on natural nails. Unless you got special preferences during performances or something. I mean, it can depend on the player, I guess. But natural nails are definitely worth the while. So, yeah, you can put artificial nails on. You can even use acrylic stuff which is powder based, and that stuff smells, and that stuff is, toxic. So be careful with that stuff. I wouldn't go that far and do those. But you can do acrylic powder, and it's got all these bondage properties. But you know, these plastic ones work really well too. I would just go for those because, yeah, they could fall off during a performance, but I mean, if you're really, you know, into guitar, you might just want to be really cautious about your natural nails, which are what I got, the natural nails. And, wear gloves. Wear an extra, pair of gloves over gloves if you have to, That kind of stuff will help protect it. When you're outside picking up, sticks and stones, you're not trying to break them. So yeah, that's basically some of the stuff I use. Um, and if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. You can just leave it in the comment box. Be really good at finding out what works best for you. That's basically all that I use. So again, my name is Diego. Thanks for watching.